Have you ever woke up one day and then you realize that the goals you set all those years ago are so far out of reach, and you strayed from who you wanted to become just to fill the image that someone else had for you? Well, that pretty much sums up my story. You guys might know me as Video Games Simplified, or if you look at my profile picture, you'll know me as Shoddy. But today's gonna be our first one-on-one video. My name's Michael. I'm 22 years old, and like many other kids, my dream as a child was to become a YouTuber. But it doesn't just start there. So I gotta take you guys back to when I was a kid. I used to spend so much time with my friends online. I was always on Xbox playing COD, playing Minecraft, all of it. But I didn't start that good. I was pretty bad, honestly. But I spent so much time doing it that eventually I got good enough to hang with all my friends, get better than them, and things like that. So we talked about it one night and we all said, why don't we do YouTube? Because we grew up around when it started spiking. So by 2013, 14, 15, around that time, we decided, why not? I see all these YouTube videos. We start watching YouTube a lot. Why don't we try it? I think we could do that. So I begged my dad, Dad, please, could I have your camera? Because my dad used to write songs and write books, but he ended up becoming a construction worker. So I borrowed his camera and I began to record my actual TV. Instead of a capture device, I used my camera to point it at the TV and record the screen itself. I'd zoom in to crop out the edges so it looked like it was a capture device. Well, to me as a kid, and I recorded it. I'd set up stories, me and my friends were playing hide and seek, or I'd show off my builds and things like that. And of course we got 5 views, maybe 10, sometimes 100, but we loved it. And to this day, I'll never forget, the friend I was doing this with, he went and posted a video after we only had maybe 10 subs and 10 of them were our family members, or maybe people from church. So he records and says, hey guys, well, I just wanted to record this video to ask you guys about, like, where are we going with this channel? What kind of content do you guys want to see? And he just went on and on. It was so cute. And it was so pure because we were just kids doing what we wanted to do. We didn't know about how much money to make from it. We didn't know about it had to be a career or this or that, or the fact that it isn't sustainable if you aren't making any money. And I for sure didn't know that rent in New York was $2,000. So as I got older, I realized maybe this isn't plausible. Maybe this isn't something I can do. Because I'd grow up and I'd go to college. And then in college, you guys might know what it goes like. Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, so what do you do for work? Oh, I want to be a YouTuber. And then they look at you almost perplexed. It's like, what did he, is he insane? Then they ask me, oh my God, the amount of teachers that ask me this. What about health insurance? What about this? Well, what about benefits? What about a 401k? What about retirement? And they drilled that into me for 3 years. Mind you, I've been in college for 5 years. Technically, next semester was supposed to be my last. But I've been in college for 5 years, and I came out with an associate's in electrical engineering, and I'm technically a semester off of a computer science degree. So you might ask, why would you throw all of that away? Why would you drop out now? You're so close to the finish line. And I'll tell you, it's because of the way everyone views it. And it's because of my current situation. My situation is, I finally had success on YouTube. This is probably my 10th YouTube channel that I've attempted and I've used to learn. And this is the first one that in my first 2 months, I saw success. And I can only thank you guys for it. I have amazing people in my community so far. Yeah, we're not at 100,000 subscribers or 1 million views yet, but I just started. So I had to make a decision this summer. No one in my family and not really any of my friends know about this decision, but I have to make it. I don't have another choice. I was almost going to fail a class this summer because all I cared about was making my videos. All I cared about was making the next great one. All I cared about was teaching people or new ways to teach people. So I realized that I have to make a sacrifice. My Nana, she lives upstairs. Well, it's better to say I live in her basement. But she's old. She can't see. Her hips aren't good, so she can't walk the greatest, and she's 94 years old. So we have to spend money to take care of her. Up to this point, it's been her money from her benefits and things like that, and whatever Social Security she has, all of that. So that's been helping her live. But up to this point, she's out of money. She's broke. And we don't know how we're going to keep the lights on, essentially. And I have a choice to make. Do I get a full-time job so I can take over the bills and handle everything, but that wouldn't happen until after I finish college? Or do I do that now and drop out of college? Or do I do YouTube as a full-time job and make a living? Because I can see that in 6 months, if I spent the next 6 months instead of at school, if I spent it going as hard as I possibly could on these videos and making the best content I could see it making us a living, at least to keep the lights on, and at least to keep my Nana safe and take care of her. And she needs somebody here. My last semester would look like me taking 5 computer science classes in one. And all my dad cares about is, get that degree, get that degree, get that degree. But my whole life, all I've said to people is, hey, Michael, why are you going to college? Oh, well, my dad, he wants me to have a degree, and I always told him I'd get it for him. I got him an associate's, but he wants a bachelor's, understandably so. Parents only want the best for us, and they want it in whatever path they think is best. So if I believe that YouTube is best for me, it doesn't matter, because he believes what's best for me is college. So I have to go to college. But I've always told everyone, this isn't the career path that I want to go for. I realized that college didn't... I realized college wasn't a waste of time. A lot of people would view it as one if I don't get this bachelor's, but college taught me something. College is usually 2 types of people. There's of course exceptions, but I'm going to focus on only 2 types. The first type is the very straight and narrow type, like teachers. And the other type is like me. A lot of people that want to be self-employed or entrepreneurial, things like that. And I've realized that the teacher type dominates it. Because every time I've ever told anyone, there's very few people that listen to, I'm going to be an entrepreneur and I'm going to be self-employed and think, great money, good for you, that's amazing, I'm glad you're chasing your dreams. Most people look at you like, well, what about benefits? Or is there any money in that? Or how are you going to do that? Or good luck. But it's a backhanded good luck. It's a good luck as in, well, have fun, maybe you'll do it. But they don't really believe in you. Or most of them don't, and it's the sad reality. Most people, when I told them I'd be a YouTuber, they looked at me in almost disgust. Because they judge you. And it's human nature, we all judge. But what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to listen to these people and say, well, they all don't really believe in it, and most people that do it also fail, it's normal. Or else everyone else would be millionaires all over the world. Everyone else would be making $100,000 a month if it was easy, or everyone made it. And it got drilled into me that everyone doesn't make it because of my dad. My dad wants me to go to college so bad because his dad wanted him to go to college. My dad dropped out chasing women, and that was it. He worked plenty. He worked at gas stations, he worked at McDonald's, he worked at everything. Because his dad was actually a millionaire. My grandfather, he was a self-made millionaire. He was one of the hardest working men you'll ever meet. So he earned it. That man, he died on the job. He was 75 years old, I believe, or something around that. And he dropped dead on the job because he built from nothing. He moved here, he built his own business, and he started running his own flower company, I believe, or catering company. And he would sell things, and he was an entrepreneur. Now, my dad idolized his dad, so he kind of wanted to do it too. So he started singing. My dad had a great voice. He was great with lyrics. My dad was always very clever. I'm speaking like he's dead, but he's alive. My dad is very clever. So he wrote books, he wrote songs, he did this, he did that, and he never made it. He made a few sales, he did this, he did that, but he never made his goal. But then he had kids, he had jobs, and he wanted to live a luxury lifestyle. So one day, he got picked up by this guy to work construction with him, and he did bricks. So he did bricks with the guy. The next day, my dad told me he bought a bucket, he bought everything, and quit his job, and that was the end of it. He saw how much money he could make in just a short amount of time working for himself, being his own boss, and that was it. He began his own construction company. But my dad now, he's broke. He's 66 years old. I think he's 67 in a few weeks. I might be a little off. He'll kill me if he saw this. But he's old, and his hips are terrible. He can't keep doing this. My dad cannot work another year, climbing up on roofs, doing construction, doing this, doing that. And I've done it with him. So I can only imagine the indents on the bottoms of your feet from the rungs of a ladder, how bad that would be. 50 years of doing it. I couldn't believe it. And that man, as old as I can remember, he would walk, he would limp, and he'd say, my hip, my leg. Mike, you don't understand. You'll never understand what this pain is like. And I gotta do it every day, Mike, because we need money. He was successful with his business. He just didn't know how to take care of his money. My Nana has no money. My dad has no money. And he believes where he went wrong is not going to college. I think some of the reason he believes that is because he married a teacher, a principal, and she has a consistent income. She makes good money. And that's her life, which it's amazing. Some people get that, and that's great. But that's not all there is to life. I don't believe, at least. There's so much more, and I believe that he could have been successful, and he still can be successful in his music, in his colognes, in his books. He was a creator. He is a creator. He makes endless things. And if I could help him, or if I could just help him by paying for my own food and paying for my own rent, it would be amazing. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. And I know this is going to be a long video, and I don't know who will watch it. I don't know who will care. I have no script for this. I have nothing written down. This is just all off my heart. But I'm hurt. It feels like a smack in the face to have a father and a grandfather that worked for themselves and made their own brands and made their own anything. And then they tell me, well, my grandfather passed away, but my dad tells me, no, Mike, go to college, get a 9-to-5, live like that, and chase your dreams on the side. Now, I know chasing your dreams on the side is the reality for a lot of people. But right now, I have done well not to have a kid, not to have any bills, and I'm trying my best to do it while I have no responsibility. Because a lot of dreams die when you have responsibility. If you have a kid, that's it. My dad probably would have been a successful singer or book writer or artist or whatever if he never had his kids. Because kids are a bill. He had to pay for 20 years of my life and still is paying to keep my lights on, keep me fed, keep me alive, keep my car filled with gas, all of it. Now, he doesn't have to do that, but he chooses to do that as my father. And that's life. So, which is it easier to do? Dad, can I drop out now? Can I chase my dream and I really make something of it? Or should we spend $6,000 or more dollars, or possibly take out a loan for college that I don't have internships, so I'm not even guaranteed a job, and then just possibly throw that money down the drain, or spend no money, give me 6 months, and let me become who I think I can become, and do that? I think the choice is clear. I can always go back to college. I can always take 1 semester off, and if it sucks and I'm terrible at this, and I can't become a YouTuber and I make no money, then I go back. We're still $6,000 broken no matter what if we do it, if I go back. So why not go back a semester later and possibly make enough money for the rest of our family to be okay? Or at least my Nana to stay alive and to be taken care of and enjoy her life. Because at 94 years old, there's not much you can enjoy. She listens to her music, she listens to her church service, and she eats food. That's all she does. She can't do anything else. She can't see, she can't walk the best. That's it. And we don't even really have enough money to sustain that. So if I drop out, I can go full time on this. I can take care of my grandmother, and we can live. So if you made it to this point in this video, I'm asking you, the best thing you can do for me, you don't have to spend your money on me. You don't have to do any of that. I don't really want people to spend money on me, because the whole point of the channel is I'm teaching you for free. That's what I'm doing. I teach aim for free. I teach you how to aim better. I teach FPS concepts. I teach all of that for free. And I plan to make more channels in the future where I entertain you. I do scary gameplays. I'm going to do a face reveal, maybe at the end of this video. I'm going to do all of it. Because if I don't show my face, I keep privacy. That's a beautiful thing. But if I don't ever show my face, I don't ever have a connection with you guys. I won't be able to walk around the street and I won't be able to see, oh, your videos helped me so much when I was younger, or through this or through that. Thank you so much. I'll never get that. And I do want it. I do want the connection that comes with meeting people or showing my face to people and the love that comes with it. So I ask you, if you stomach this video for this long, which I commend you, this is probably going to be 20 minutes, please share my videos. Send it to somebody. Send someone you think it'll help. Even if you think it'll help with their aim or whatever, or you just want to share it to them because it's a good video or you enjoy it. Share it and tell people about it. Maybe even leave a like or a comment. Comment to me, I don't know, what you think. What you think of the video or where you want to see it go from here. Just let me know. As you guys might have seen, I'm pretty active in my comments. I try to like every comment. I try to leave a heart. I try to pin. I try to do all of it. And I'll try to keep that up even when we scale up. But this is who I want to be. And I only have one shot at it. If I drop out, or when I drop out and I don't make it, my dad will notice. He'll realize, Mike, you haven't been going to school. What's going on? And I'll have to look him in his face and say, I dropped out, Dad. He'll be disappointed. He'll be hurt. But if I make a career out of it by that point, he won't care. My dad doesn't care actually about me going to college and getting a degree. He cares about me having a future. Having a future where I can take care of my kids. I can take care of everything. And he won't admit it, but take care of him. Because my dad's going to die. Especially if he keeps doing this roofing and all that. And I can't take care of him. He doesn't want to admit that I'd have to take care of him, but he has nothing in place. He has no future in place. He's almost 70 years old. He has no retirement. He has no way of retiring. And he still has a son that he takes care of. And he still takes care of his mother. I have to do it. And I've watched YouTube for years of my life. That's also why I wanted to do it. I've seen terrible people become famous, rich, millionaires, this, that, living free, living whatever. Terrible people. So I don't think I'm a perfect person. I don't think I'm a saint. I don't think I'm the greatest. But I definitely don't think I'm the worst. And I think that I can help people, and I think I can make a living from helping people. Teaching them, having an effect on them, all of it. And speaking of that, making a living, a lot of people have been calling me Coach Shoddy, or Coach, or another banger coach, or things like that. I love you guys. Also, I'm not a coach, but I'm thinking about becoming one. You may have saw my poll about it. I don't feel comfortable becoming a Valorant coach or any specific game coach. I don't play any game long enough to deserve to be a coach. I play FPS games. That's it. I'm always good at FPS games because I have pretty good aim and I have decent game sense. That's all I do though. I don't specialize in one game. I'm not Radiant in Valorant. I'm not anything. I am good at aiming. So I'm going to become an aim coach. That's how I plan to help everyone that wants extra help besides my videos. Of course, I'm still going to keep the highest quality videos I can, but I'm going to become an aim coach. And I don't want to become an aim coach now. I'm not ready to become one. I've taken a pretty big break from practicing my aim and all of those things. So before I become an aim coach, I've set goals in place that I'm going to get my aim to a certain level or back to a certain level before I even think about training people. Because if I can't even train myself back up to my former glory, how should I, or why should I be able to charge people to teach them anything? A lot of people will use the cop-out and say, well, coaches don't play. And yeah, of course, if you want extra money without putting in the work, of course you'll say the coaches don't play. Or sometimes there is truth to that, the coaches don't play. But how am I really going to understand how you should train your aim or improve when I don't do it? You know what I mean? So I'm going to train myself back up. And then I'll announce to everyone when I plan to start training other people. But for now, my living will be made off of teaching people, making YouTube videos and all of that. And I will continue to do that for as long as I can. I just pray that these videos get some traction, that people enjoy them, and more than anything, you guys actually enjoy it. I don't want to make content where it's just a money grab, you know what I mean? Some people just make videos filled with garbage just so they can hit the 8-minute mark and then make more money, you know? I've found with myself, I find it even hard to make an 8-minute video because it's a lot you have to put in. Who on earth has... I talk fast. What am I going to say for 8 minutes about a simple topic? That's also why I did video games simplified. I try to make it simple. I try to make it digestible. I try to make it easy. And as you can tell, I speak pretty fast. I always have. My dad told me, Mike, why don't you like school? Why don't you like writing in school? You know how, you see how much you yap? Just write like you talk, Mike. And I never learned how to do that. It's so unnatural for me to write down the way I speak. Because I yap. I ramble. Look at this. The recording already is 27 minutes. What the hell did I talk about for 27 minutes? What are we talking about? This was supposed to be, I'm dropping out of college to pursue my dreams. Now this is Trauma Dump, the YouTube video. But I think all of it's important for anyone who actually wanted to watch this far to understand me and understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I have another video planned for you guys. I have a playlist of aim training that I think is an amazing playlist, and it's one of the best that we've ever seen released to the aim community. So that's going to be my next video. So if you made it this far in this video, please share. If you want to become a member of the channel, there's a join button. There's nothing really special about it, if I'm being honest. It's just because you want to support me. But there is a join button right next to my icon. So join the community if you'd like. And stick around. Tell your friends about, if you want better aim, join this channel. I love you guys so much. I love all of you that made it this far in this video. I love all of you that didn't. I love all of you that even clicked on it. I love everyone that came here from my calm aim video. I never would have thought that so quickly I could possibly make my dream come true. So thank you guys for everything. I love you guys so much. And have a great one. God bless you.